Okay, welcome. This is the first class. It's Tuesday, first class. And let's start. We're gonna use titanium white, cadmium yellow hue, here. Titanium white, cadmium, orange, cadmium red, and let's change the black for burnt umber.
Burnt umber.
I hope we can continue to use black because I don't have burnt umber.
Okay, let's use black. Here is black.
Don't need blue though?
No, we don't need blue. If we need it, we're gonna just add blue, ultramarine blue or cobalt blue.
Okay, I got a blue here. What's this one?
Okay, let me turn on my lights.
Got a cobalt.
I'll use white charcoal. And okay, let me paint my window. Okay.
I should throw it over.
Here, I'm just checking out my space for mixing where it's gonna be the face. Thing is gonna be here. Okay. I have an idea of where is gonna be the face. The top, the bottom. Okay, let me see. Okay. First, the overall shape. Okay, simplify always straight lines. I can do something like this. Okay, this is an overall shape. I'm squinting down my eyes. I need to see this something like something flat. Okay, now inside this shape, the center line of the face and the line for the eyes. Okay. Now one eye is a little bit bigger than the other. Yeah. I'm gonna use the lower eyelid. That means that on top of this line, I'm gonna place one eye and the other eye on top of this line. Okay, and her eyebrows looks like really close to the eyes. That means that's gonna be here. And when I establish, always that I have the brows and the brow of the chin in the middle, that's gonna be the nose. Okay, that's what I use basically every time that I'm painting the nose and drawing the nose. I use the measurement. Okay. Now, when I see that the person has like a big jaw or really short nose, that's when I try to change that in let's say that change and I draw by observation. That means I'm trying to just to calculate where is the distance. Okay. Right now, are you following these measurements? Okay. Now you know that usually there is an angle here on this side of the face that it used to be a 45-degree angle. This is not like really precise, but it used to be like 45. That means that we can draw a square here. Okay, we split this square with a diagonal, and that's going to be our 45-degree angle. And by doing that, we have the corner of this eye, okay, and the position of the nose. Now for this eye, that's going to be different because this side of the face is narrower than this one. Raising a little bit. Okay, now I have two images because I think it's going to be easier to see the difference between light and shadow and see where are our lightest lights on the face. Okay, now we have this, and now the mouth is usually from the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin. The middle is just for the base of the mouth. That means the bottom of the bottom lip. Now I look for alignments. The corner of the mouth, if I trace a line up, it's gonna hit the iris, I think. I'm using just my observation to, because I'm drawing here on the canvas. Yes, I'm using my observation to calculate that. And the corner of the mouth here, the left corner, it kind of hits, is aligned with the wing of the nose and with the tear duct here. Okay, that means that I'm doing what? I'm tracing lines like tracing a grid all over the face with angles like this. Okay, I'm building a structure that is based in horizontal and vertical lines. Okay. At the same time, of course, I use my observation. And remember, an observation, memory, and imagination. Okay. And I repeat, to practice observation, one good method is the BARC. The BARC method is really good for observation. For memory, the Andrew Loomis method for drawing. I mean, both methods are for drawing. Okay. What is the forehead? The line here usually is the same size of one of these two measurements. I'm gonna repeat this one here. That means that we can split the face in 3 portions. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Common mistakes. Okay, I repeat this in every class. Remember, we used to paint this in a triple view. We used to paint this side of the face a little bit wider. Okay. Another thing, we used to maybe move this eye. For some reason, it's like 80% of the time, we move this eye a little bit up or to the left or to the right. We have to remember that from the nose here to the tear duct is the same distance to the corner of the eye. That means that there is we can draw one eye here, the distance of one eye here from the tear duct to the corner to the border here of the nose. Okay. Okay, going to erase a little bit of this. If I use a really soft brush, I can see a little bit of the drawing. Sometimes I use a brush, let's say a bristle brush. For example, this brush is soft, but it's kind of stiff. I forgot to clean out this brush, feeling good. If I do this, use this, I'm gonna erase even more. Okay, that's the face. Now that I have the position of the eyes, nose, and mouth, I'm gonna see the light and the shadows. Okay, I can see easily all this shape, the light shape of this, and this area in shadow. Okay. Usually I paint, and when I paint, I erase a little bit of the drawing. But obviously, the ideal is to try to be so precise with the drawing. Okay. And today I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna draw on top of this with oil. Okay. I'm not so sure. I mean, the position of everything. I mean, the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I'm gonna try to preserve this sketch I have here. And I mean, that's why maybe 90% of painters do that. I do that too. I mean, sometimes. It's just like when I paint a la prima, it's better for me like a different approach. It's like I'm working on a sculpture. I see the form and I start building up the form like for something that is kind of blurry and out of focus. Yes, and then I start just to add more sharpness and creating some form. That works for me. Okay, and I think that works for everybody at the end, yeah. But I don't know if maybe the safest way to work that would be maybe doing this that I'm gonna do now. Just give me a second. I need some medium. Okay, I'm using burnt umber, or if you don't have burnt umber, it's just black and orange. I don't know if you see that the color is kind of really close. Black and orange, and see burnt umber here. You see, it's kind of difficult to see a difference. Obviously, there is a difference. Eh? When you make this transparent, you see a difference. Okay. And I'm going to draw. here on top of this. I don't want to do a precise drawing, but something that's gonna help me. That's gonna be okay. I'm using just a little bit of paint. I added some linseed oil here, some medium. And with that, I'm drawing. Okay. I think this is okay. Now, need to measure, okay? Brow, nose, chin. That's good. Okay, the angle here looks okay. Okay. And that's enough. And then let's take our first break for you to catch up with the drawing. Okay. If somebody wants to show me a drawing, just let me know.
I can show you mine, Renzo, because I
Okay.
started actually before.
Okay, okay.
Well, when we first started talking, I was just starting it. Are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know, can you see it? I did it in pencil on top of there. It's kind of a dark background.
Yeah, I can see it. It looks like it's really good. Yes. Let me check out here. Yeah, it looks really good.
Okay,
Yeah, it's okay.
good start then.
Mhm.
Here's the one I was just doing. This is the one I worked on.
Okay, let me put you bigger. Okay. Yeah, I mean, both I think are okay. The new, I mean, show me the other one. I think both are okay. Yeah, both.
It helps to do it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Renzo,
Yeah.
is there a difference between willow charcoal and vine charcoal? Willow and vine
No,
the
it's
same?
it's kind of the same. I mean,
I thought they were different and I ordered some, but it seems the same.
yeah, it's the same. I think for me, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't seen that difference here. Here I always use what we call, this is the box. This is in Spanish. I mean, it says like, okay. I mean, it doesn't say vine, it doesn't say willow charcoal, but for what I have seen in people using vine and willow charcoal, I gotta say that it's the same for me. Yeah. But I always, this has another name, but this is just vine charcoal. Exactly. I mean, the difference is just, I don't know. It's like here there is a difference when we use this charcoal. Charcoal pencil is, I mean, this is different because mainly the difference is like we're not gonna be able to erase this by just using a brush or something. So let's take here more.
Oops, double click to get full screen. Okay. Oh. Monique.
Yeah,
It says double click to get Renzo full screen, but there's 3 dots up there.
yeah.
Um,
Can you go back to gallery view for a minute?
okay,
So in gallery view, so you see his screen. What do you want to do? You just want to focus on his
mhm.
right now? Yep. So in gallery view, you should be able to double click on his screen and it doesn't say pin.
Nope,
There's no 3 little dots.
there's 3 little dots and I keep clicking on the 3 little dots, but it doesn't make it bigger.
It doesn't say, when you click on the 3 little dots,
Yep.
give it a moment. Does it then come up and say pin?
Oh, yeah, I was too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turning
Thank
it
you,
on.
Monique.
Okay. There you
Good.
go.
Okay,
Mhm.
you bigger. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I think it's pretty good. One thing, the mouth, the distance from the base of the nose to the bottom lip, I think it's just too much. You have to move the mouth a little bit up.
Up. Okay.
Yeah. Usually, remember, the first thing that we have to always do is use these measurements. Here's the mouth, the nose. Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
I have this line. This is the line. This is the line. In the middle, that's gonna be the base of the mouth. And then, by doing this first and thinking about this, then we see the picture, and then we see maybe the mouth is gonna be a little bit up or down from this line. It's not gonna be that much. It's not gonna be like a lot below or a lot
Yeah.
up.
I
But
think
that's-
I put a line in for the lip and it was the bottom of the lip and I thought it was the middle. So everything came down
Yeah,
is what I think happened. But you're right. I didn't see it. You know, you can't see what your mistakes you make on your own stuff all the time.
yeah.
You know what I did, Mary?
Huh?
I was standing up drawing and then I sat down drawing and then I stood up again and everything was off.
And everything was off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, one thing
Was-
about this, sorry, one thing about this measurement, especially you're gonna find out some books, and you're gonna see in some books, you're gonna see that this measure, the middle from here to here, is for the middle of the mouth.
Mhm.
In another books is for the bottom of the mouth. Okay. Now, when you use this you put this in the middle of the mouth, I realized that this distance is just too high. Okay, it's too much. And I don't know what to say about that because I have seen this and I remember I was kind of confused because this is in books that it has maybe more than 50 years. And I saw them a long time ago. It was like one book. I saw that this middle line, it was in the base of the mouth. And then another book, it was in the middle of the mouth. And I said, what? I mean,
Yeah, I have books like that.
yeah, and then which one am I going to use? I mean, I have used the easier one. The easier one for me is just think that this line is the middle of the mouth. And I'm starting to using that. And
The middle of that third is the middle
Yeah.
of the mouth.
yeah, and I started to use the middle of the mouth. And here, this distance, it looks kind of
Looks
odd,
right.
kind of off.
Yeah.
And then I say, okay, no, that doesn't work.
Okay,
found
thank you.
I found this book Miriam told us to get. I had it on my bookshelf.
Oh, that's pretty good. The art.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I have that too, somewhere.
I need to read it tonight, bedside reading, right?
Yeah, it's very inspirational.
Yep.
Okay, are you ready to paint? Okay, we already
Yeah.
know what to do. Okay, this is the formula we're gonna use. You can change this formula by changing, let's say that instead of orange, you can use yellow ochre. Instead of yellow ochre and orange, you use cadmium yellow. And you don't have cadmium yellow, you can use lemon yellow. Okay. Any primary color that's gonna be okay, because our intention is to get to a grayish orangey color. Okay, even if you just have, let's say, burnt sienna and white, is gonna get us to this orangey color we want. Okay, and the more important is that it has to be kind of grayish. Okay, remember that effect that happened when we add the reddish colors. This color starts to look sometimes like a greenish color or a grayish color, and that's what we want. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix orange, black and white. You can use blue and white. You can use burnt umber. My intention today was to use burnt umber. I want to do it here a little bit to show you what happened is kind of the same. Okay, it's pretty close to the same. Both black, ultramarine blue, burnt umber. I mean, those colors are just to gray. I'm gonna gray down the orange. Now, what happened with black? Black is really strong. It's gonna gray down this color really fast. Any color. Okay. Yeah, adding orange, black and white, trying to get this grayish color. I don't want to be too light. I don't want to be the color too orangey. Okay, here's the color. Remember that my plan is add on top of this a lighter version that's going to be like adding white here in the middle. Okay, and at the same time adding some pinky color. Okay, and when we have this pinky color and the light, this color is starting to look kind of a little bit more grayish. I'll mix again. Okay. Let's use another brush. And let's repeat this. Orange and black.
I don't have that middle one. Was that something that you mixed
Ah.
quickly?
No. I did
Okay.
this by mixing
Oh, from the-
orange.
In burnt umber, so sorry,
Just to show you that, yeah, to show
close,
to
yeah.
show you that it's okay, use one or the other. Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
you know this thing, there is always people that don't use black. They don't like black, they don't recommend to use black.
Mhm.
And that's okay, because I mean, where I remember when I was a student, I used to add black for everything and white, and all my colors were muddy and milky because I used it a lot. And then my teacher never told me, okay, you don't have to use them. He told me you have to use them a little bit of them, okay? And with a little bit, I wasn't able to get the color right. And he was, okay, you're not gonna use white, no black, no white for you. I say, what? I mean, what, how, what?
Yeah,
And but it wasn't about not using black at all or white. It was about just me controlling the amount of black and white.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I say that because I mean, from time to time, like I don't know, once a month maybe, somebody's always telling me, you shouldn't use black. Black is not it's not okay. Black is, I mean, it's graying down the colors too much. No, not once a month, but let's say once every 3 months. I say, okay, use blue. I mean, sometimes that's why sometimes I use blue, ultramarine blue, and sometimes I use black. Today I wanted to use burnt umber, okay, and to show you that it's not like a huge difference. And black is just one more color. Huh?
Yep.
Okay, I have this. I'm gonna mix more. But more orange.
You added a very little bit of white to this dark
Yeah, a little bit of white.
at
A
first,
touch
yeah.
of white. Yeah. It's always orange, black and white.
Yeah.
And when I don't use orange, I use yellow
Yeah,
and
'cause-
red. It's the same, black and white. And when I don't use yellow, I use yellow, ochre, and red. So always black and white. It's more obviously this one, it has more black than white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have these two colors. Okay, check out with the picture. You see, I mean, I see this color and I see the color of the picture. It looks really close. And I gotta say that I wasn't checking out with the picture. I was paying attention to my mixture to get this grayish orangey. And I see it's kind of really a match with the skin color. Okay. Now we're gonna paint all the lid area, the face. Okay, and with this one, we're gonna paint all the shadow area on the face. Okay. I'm gonna use a little bit of medium. Just like it's something flat. I think this color is pretty good. I'm gonna mix more. Okay. I'm just putting more paint here. Just paying attention to all the lid area on the face. Okay, and stepping back. It looks like maybe it's not important at this stage. Anyway, I'm stepping back and squinting my eyes. I just want to be sure about the width and the height. Okay, and I think it's okay. Yep. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of medium, this color, and let's paint the shadow. You can use this same color to paint the hair. I think it's okay. I'm gonna go back to the first color to paint the lower lip. Okay, now I step back and measure again. I'm visually measuring. Okay. Always keep thinking about this. The angles. Okay. The shape, the light, the shape of the shadow. Okay, I'm gonna paint with this color. I'm gonna paint the iris.
That was the dark color, Renzo, for the iris?
Yeah, the dark color. And just keep using these two colors. Now,
Okay, the-
maybe it's gonna look a little bit darker in some areas because I'm using, I didn't use any fixative for my drawing. Definitely the charcoal is gonna get mixed with the paint. I wanna use the first color to paint the white of the eye.
think I'm late to the class.
Yeah, man, too late, too late.
What time do you start?
No,
You said 5.
5,
What?
6 Central Time.
Oh,
Yes, in the last, in Patreon, I changed the
Central Time.
I thought I told you, Friday, I said Friday about this, or was Sunday?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Okay, well, I need to do the mixes then so I can catch up.
yeah, okay. We are in a break right now.
Oh, okay. So I have time to
Mhm.
do the first one.
Yeah.
The first one is white and what's the colors?
Yeah, I'm gonna post the video, okay? We're in a break. Now let's mix a lighter color. Remember, we have this lighter color just by adding white. That is just a simple way. Okay. Now we can add a little bit of color to this to enhance the chroma. But remember that it depends. If you think that's gonna work on your painting, that's okay. Okay. And you can add a touch of yellow or a touch of orange. Okay. Or a touch of red. Definitely, this is gonna change a little bit the skin color. Yeah. Now, if your skin color right now is, let's say, too grayish, and you just add white, it's just gonna be the same grayish. It's gonna be just a little bit lighter, the lights. It's too grayish, and you add white and orange, you're gonna add more color to the skin. Okay. Now, let's see. To add these lights, we can use the image that is up, because we can see clearly there the lights and the highlights. Yeah. Okay. Okay. First, here there's a light. Here. Here. There's a light here. Here too. One way to practice at the same time that we are painting is adding these lights by memory, because these lights are going to be on the same spots all the time because of the anatomy of the face, the bones. Okay. And we have to be thinking that always there is some lightest lights. And if you don't see some lightest lights because the image maybe doesn't have too much contrast, we gotta think about that, about adding a highlight, 1 or 2 highlights. Usually the highlights are gonna be the tip of the nose, and it could be the zygomatic bone. Okay. Okay, that's not the only spots, but that's, let's say that you can add highlights to those areas. And adding a little bit of light on the chin. What I'm doing, I'm just pressuring less, just because I'm using the same color. I just want this to be a little bit darker, but just by adding less paint. see. Okay. Now we have three values: shadow, midtone, shadows, midtones, and lights. Okay, and some highlights, a little bit of highlights. Okay, next step is gonna be adding the reddish colors on the face and some grayish colors or greenish colors. I always say grayish or greenish because we have that option, and it depends on the skin color. You're gonna see your own painting. Sometimes it's not gonna work a greenish color, it's gonna work more like a grayish color. That's why I keep always open this open. I open always this option to add a greenish or add black and white. Okay, a light grayish color or dark grayish color in some areas. And I mean, I gotta say that sometimes I don't add any greenish or grayish. But like I said, everything depends on how you see your painting. Okay, I'm going to pause the video again. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I didn't see the light on the nose, but I know that you're adding the light. Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't got there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
I'll
Somebody
show you
else?
mine, Renzo.
Okay, Nikki. Okay. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. One thing that I see, be
Yep.
careful with the shadow in the base of the nose, below the nose.
Okay,
Okay? It's not,
put more shadow.
yes, more shadow, yeah.
Renzo, I'm gonna show you mine.
Okay. Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. The only thing I see it looks like maybe you could reduce here her, how do you say,
That-
cheek? Yeah, cheek a little bit.
Yeah, the cheek.
Yeah, the
You
cheek.
know, when I was doing this, I think my light color is too light because when I put the white on it, mixed white into it, was almost the same color. Yours is quite
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
Don't you think that should be a little bit darker? The light side color.
Yeah, I can see the lights, but yeah. You could the solution does just add the mid-tone again, make it darker again. And
Yeah.
let's say like I'm gonna do it here in my painting. Let's say that I'm gonna change my mid-tone. Here's the color. I'm gonna make it more orangey just to show you, but it could be darker. That means that you have to add more orange and black. And I would go all the areas that I didn't touch with the
You
light.
didn't touch with the white, yeah.
Yeah.
I found that I've already gone over it a second time with the first light color I mixed and I put more on and it made it darker, but it's not dark enough. I'm gonna do what you told me.
Yeah.
You know, I scrubbed it really light and it,
Hmm.
I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to model it.
Yeah.
Orange and white, orange and white.
Yeah,
Okay,
orange,
thank you.
yeah, orange and black,
Oh, orange and black.
to make it darker,
Okay.
yeah, to make it darker.
Okay, thank you.
I had to do the same exact thing because my mid-tone was too light. So I had to go back and make it a little bit darker, and then I painted over, you know, and avoided the light areas as much as I could.
Mhm. That's okay. Mhm.
Um,
Okay, let's say that let's say, I mean, maybe I think this is the first time or maybe second time that happened to you, yes, to you, Monique, or to you, Mary.
yeah.
Maybe
Oh, yeah. But now I know
yeah.
how to fix it.
Yeah, but but one way they say to prevent that,
Mhm.
there would be no mixing two colors, just three colors. They say this one,
Oh, yeah.
this one, and the lighter one up
Yep.
here.
Say,
In this
say
way,
that again.
yeah, one way to prevent that is mixing three values, not two. In this way, we can see the difference between this one, the mid-tone, and the darker one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then we see, okay, okay, I think this one has to be a little bit darker because
yeah,
this is my light.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm. Yeah, I used to go sometimes a little bit darker than what I think. I mean, you know that for me it's most, it's not about trying to match the color I see on the image.
Mhm.
Is what I do is just here. Is I'm thinking this, I'm thinking that I'm gonna mix a lighter color, and it's gonna be another reddish color too. I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking about this dark. That's why the beginning, let's say, is kind of the same for every portrait.
Mhm.
Every portrait. I mean, we've been painting for 3, 4, 6 months, and we've been doing the same. Now the next step is when we change this a little bit, like when we add red. We can add more red, we can add less red, we can add more lights. And when we add the lights, we can add yellow to the lights, and that's gonna change the skin color too. Or we can add more red, pinky to the skin, to the lights, that's gonna change the skin color. But this basic color is like in every painting. It's just like, it could be, obviously, it's not perfect. I mean, there's no way to do the same mixture all the time. Sometimes it's a little bit darker, sometimes a little bit lighter. But that's my intention always, that keeping in my mind, okay, this one has to be grayish. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna add some lights and highlights on top of that one.
Yep.
And when that happened to me, that I painted like too light, all the colors. I mean, you know what happened? That I end up with a lighter painting. Just that.
Mhm.
Just that. I mean, because in order to get the highlights, I start just adding almost pure white with a touch of yellow
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
highlight. It's almost pure white. And
Yeah.
in the reddish, I add the pinky is really light, a light pink. Everything is lighter,
Mhm.
but that's okay too. I mean, there is no like right or wrong, and you know that we all, we all end up with different skin colors, and we start start off, yeah, with the same colors. Okay, let's take a break. Miguel, do you want to show me your painting? Oh, Monique, you show me your painting. Sorry, I didn't.
Sorry,
didn't
I
hear
was
you.
on mute. I know, I was on mute. Sorry, that was
Okay.
my,
Okay. Okay. I think that's okay. I mean, I don't see like I think I you can add more, even more lights there.
okay.
You know what I'm saying that because of the white of the paper that you have to the left.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can see that you can add even a more lighter color.
Okay, okay, I can do that, because we still gotta
Yeah.
have to add some red, so, okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mhm.
Vince, would you check my placement? My paint,
Yeah, yeah. of
is it
course.
better?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I don't know if it's because of the color that the shadow. I just see the shadow too dark.
Oh,
dark?
okay.
Is that dark?
I
or
just
maybe-
darkened it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll lighten it.
I try to keep the shadow with one value because I usually we add red on the shadow, remember?
Mhm.
And that's gonna
Oh,
change.
okay.
When we add red, this is gonna happen every time that we, let's say here's the shadow. And add a little bit of red with white. When we add red here, I mean, we are not just affecting this area that's red. Okay, we are affecting the rest because the rest of this color it's gonna look more greenish or grayish. It's like it's because of the contrast. Okay, and that's why I try to always try to keep the shadow one color, and when I start adding the red, then I start to see how this change. Okay. Now, usually the reddish areas are going to change our skin color a lot. Okay. Now, this is something that we can, let's say, do this, doing this. Okay, we have this color here, and we have this reddish here. Okay. Now, these two colors are exactly, this color is this one. Where's my brush? And this color is this one. Okay. Okay. What I'm saying that by contrast, usually a color affects the other colors. It's just contrast. Let's say that if you paint a yellow apple, you want this yellow apple to look even more yellowish, intense yellow. You can surround that apple with a purple color, and that's gonna make this yellow to look so vibrant. Okay, and that's exactly that effect. That is just something. It's something. It could be something subtle. It could be something really strong. Okay, the skin color, all the colors are kind of grayish, but that's exactly what happened here on the skin. Okay, and I want you all, I mean, remember the first color that you have mixed and how it looks after we add all the reddish color, the reddish areas. Because that what happened there is just a result of contrast. And I think you know for experience that this skin color is trying to look a little bit grayish and sometimes even looks greenish. Okay, the color hasn't changed. What has changed is that another color is like making the other one change.
Right.
Okay, it just contrasts. And this kind of complicated because this is kind of a half is one thing that happens in reality, and one thing is an optical illusion. I mean, for real, what is doing the red is changing this color, but it's just an this is what is called, what's the name on simultaneous? I always keep forgetting simultaneous contrast. It's an optical illusion. I mean, kind of hard to believe, but I don't know, I would like to find another way to explain to you this and to make you believe me. Because I think it's hard to,
Oh, I believe you.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see it, but it's hard for me to achieve it on
Yeah,
my thing, but I
no,
do exactly
yeah,
what you're
but
talking.
yeah, but this thing is just to understand color. It's not for like we apply this when we paint. We don't think
Right.
about that when we paint. It's just to when we see that one color has changed, when another color get into the game, you know why that's happened. Why that happened? That happened just
Mhm.
because this contrast. You just explain that. Yes, and then to prevent that, you know that could happen. Yeah, because that yes, I mean sometimes I have seen some people say, okay, it was kind of this color was kind of orangey. Now that I added the reddish, now it looks different. What happened? What happened is this effect, this optical illusion. That's because of this type of contrast. Now that you know that that thing is going to happen again. And that keep happening all the time. Every time that we use the background to enhance a portrait, we are using that. Every time that we paint, let's say, if I paint a really strong blue background, I'm gonna make the face look a little bit orangey. Okay, once I know that, I can do that in purpose. Okay, let's say that I want to enhance all the reddish areas on the skin. Then I can add a green background, a really strong green. And that green is gonna make all the reddish areas on the face glow. Yeah, I know that because I know the contrast. That means that I can use that. I can use blue, I can use green, okay, in order to change a little bit the color I have in front of me. Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, let me show you
That was clear
what
or
I have.
not?
It's clear to me.
Just
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Miguel, I don't see you.
trying to figure out how to reverse my camera.
Okay.
Hold on. What is it?
Okay, I see you now.
Oh, good.
Let me put you bigger. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I think the drawing is okay. The proportions are okay. The structure is okay. Alignment of the eyes are okay. I gotta say that nothing is off. Yeah. It looks like for me the shadow is just too dark, but that's okay. I mean, this is just the first step. Yeah, everything is good. Mhm.
Mhm.
To
Yeah.
to be late in the class and catch up. That's
Yeah,
good.
that was great catch up.
Mhm. Okay, now let's add some reddish colors on the face. I'm gonna use a different brush. That mix a little bit of red and white here. Okay. I exaggerate this red a little bit Why? Because when we blend, remember, when we blend, we kill the contrast and we kill color. Every time we blend, everything is smoothed out, color and contrast. And if we overblend, I mean, I have seen some cases that when somebody overblend, just kind of erase the difference between light and shadow. Okay, and this blending at the beginning is just a little bit because we're gonna keep adding more color, more paint. Now remember, you can add just pink, you can add orange, depends. Sometimes this adding pink with a touch of orange, it makes this color a little bit warmer and it's just beautiful on the skin. And using a darker red, a touch of orange for the nose, the lower, the upper eyelid, the chin. I can use this red for the mouth too. And here. Okay, this is the color that is gonna change our first color. Okay, this color is gonna make our first grayish orangey look more grayish. And if it was too grayish at the beginning, it's gonna look a little bit greenish. Okay. Now, if let's say that we think about color theory and we say, okay, I want this pinky color to look more pinky. What's the opposite color of red in the color wheel? Red. Green, sorry. We add green. Yeah? I'm repeating what I said a minute ago. We add green. By adding green, we're gonna make this reddish pinky color glow a little bit more. Okay. And if we add blue, we're gonna make the orangey areas of the skin glow a little bit. Okay. Of course, I mean, it's not like something that is gonna change like abruptly. It's just something subtle. Okay. Okay, let's take another break. 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm going to work on details. Okay, I'm gonna use this brown, the same, just black and orange. Okay, a darker brown. It looks like umber. And I'm gonna go over the drawing again. I'm not using too much paint, just a little bit. I work a little bit on this eye, then I move to the other eye. Okay, here's one detail. One eye is bigger than the other. Yeah. We can just maybe try to put both eyes equal or just copy something, no? One bigger and one smaller. Okay. Now I'm gonna use another brush and I'm gonna mix black and white. I'm gonna use this gray color on top of the skin color that I have on the white of the eye. What I'm doing is here I'm mixing both colors. Now, of course, you can just mix these colors apart here on the palette. Okay, I do this because you know, when we paint a la prima is let's say there are a lot of shortcuts. And instead of mixing here the color for the sclera, what I'm doing, I'm mixing here. Okay, and my mixture is already, let's say, preparing my head in the same way always. First, the skin color for the white of the eye, and then this gray on top of that. It's like I'm making this mixture, or I already planned this mixture from the beginning. Okay, now here. The only problem that is have the value right. Sometimes we need to layer up this, we need to darken this a little bit, definitely layer up this. And I'm gonna layer up just by adding lighter gray, or sometimes even just white. Okay, for example, I'm gonna just zoom in this. For this eye, this particular eye, I'm gonna add white here, just in the, usually I add in this area here, okay? This is what I do. I add white there and I blend it and spread it. It's not like adding this light all over the white of the eye. No, I do this. I'm gonna just mix here and blend here. I spread it around this. Okay, but I start in one area that is close to the, let's say, to this lower eyelid. Okay. I didn't paint all the white of the eye again. I'm just adding more light. Okay. Okay, now I use this grayish color again, this gray, black and white. And I'm gonna paint the white of the eye in this area here, the shadow. Okay, I think that's enough. Maybe a little bit lighter, but not white. Now, another thing that I'm doing here is softening the edge. Okay. Now, the other eye, the same gray. One thing, the white of the eye here in this eye is a little bit darker than the white of the eye in this eye. Okay. You see the difference? Okay. Okay. Now this. And add a little bit more white. And the same, use in this area here and spread the light up. That's enough. Okay. Now for the color of the eye, remember it's about going around the iris and using just gray like that. Okay. Soften this a little bit. And then we're gonna use a lighter color here, a smaller area. And the highlight. Now, the thing in the iris, that's in that area is where we put the color. Could be green, blue, any color. Brown, we put the color here, okay? Now, you know that you want to make it even more transparent, you just add more light. Okay, but I mean, it's not like, there's some point that it's not gonna look natural. It's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look transparent, but it's gonna look like it's like a I don't know, an eye of a doll eye. Yeah, like plastic. Not the same. A little bit lighter. And the highlight. Now I'm going to soften the edge. The eyes there. Okay. Now I have worked on the eyes. I'm going to work on the nose. Okay. Remember the measurement from the brow to the base of the nose to the chin. I'm going to add more red to this brown to paint the nostrils. One nostril here, one nostril here. Okay. Now the mouth, the same. I'm using a darker red for the upper lip. Let's see the contour of the mouth is aligned up with the wing of the nose and the tear duct. Okay. I'm making the upper lip a little bit darker. Okay, now I'm gonna use black and red. I use a pink, and I'm gonna put on top of the lower lip. And I mix the color here. Okay, put this and just keep it mixing here to light up the color. Yeah, that's okay. Check out the mouth. Okay, you see that in the middle of the mouth is kind of blurry and soft. We don't see like a, I mean, there is a hard edge there. It's not that visible, it's just in the shadow. Yeah, but we can see the mouth, the upper and lower lips looks really soft. The edges are really smooth. Okay. Now we have the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Let's take another break. What I usually do, I go up again to the eyes, nose, and mouth. Okay. And sometimes I do this 2 times, 3 times. I work the eyes a little bit, the nose a little bit, the mouth, and I go up. I work the eyes again. I work the nose, the mouth again, and again I repeat the process. Okay, next step, that's gonna be blending. Let's take another break. Hello, Carol. How are you?
Hello, Renzo. What time did this class start?
6 Central Time. Just an hour earlier than usual. Yeah, I said that on Sunday. Or was Friday?
You know,
Yeah, or
And it's the same time tomorrow night too.
yeah. Tomorrow's the same time. I said like we're gonna put both Tuesday and Wednesday at the same time because it was kind of confusing.
You're on mute, Carol.
6 o'clock Central Time.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna post the video. Okay.
Okay,
Go really soft without pressuring too much. Okay. I'm gonna clean out the brush just with paper towel. Okay. Now here. Okay, that's enough, okay? We don't want to overblend. I still see the light, the red. Okay. Just 1 minute, please, 1 minute. Somebody's calling me. 1 minute, please. A little bit. And I clean out. It's better if you have different brushes, different sizes. For example, you see I have 2 here. Both are number 0. Okay, I use this one when I want to work in a smaller area. Of the brows. Just a little bit. That's it. Enough, okay? Remember that you can come back and blend again. If I stay a lot here, I'm gonna kill these lights. It's kind of really subtle. I'm gonna kill the reddish color. Okay. Here. Okay, when I blend, sometimes I move my brush. For example, this area, I'm gonna repeat this. It's for, it was like this. In this area, what I did something like this, okay? And then I got the transition. Clean out the brush. And I'll do the same here. Okay, for this area here in the shadow, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. And I blend, but I follow this shape of this round shape of the nose. Okay. Now you still see the reddish colors on my face? Yeah,
Yes.
really reddish. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next step, I'm gonna add more lights. And then that light is gonna reduce these reddish colors. Okay. Okay, I blend it. For example, I'm gonna do that on the nose. Now, if I have this kind of pinky reddish, if I add white and yellow, okay? Imagine you have here white and yellow, and you add on top of this pinky color. You're gonna get a little bit lighter, you lighten up this pinky. At the same time, it becomes kind of orangey. Okay, this is a new color. But the result is the mixture of this just black and white, sorry, white and yellow with this, okay? Okay, now. This is what is going to happen here when I add this light. I'm gonna get mixed with this pinky, and the nose is gonna look a little bit orangey. Okay, if I just add pure white, it's just gonna look lighter, a lighter pink. Okay, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying that one way is the right and the other is, I know, I'm just saying what I'm doing and how what I'm doing is affecting the color. Okay, now I blend this again. I blend this a little bit, okay? Stop there. I check out, that's okay. Yeah, it looks like this, okay. Not a brush stroke here on the tip of the nose for the highlight. Okay, I need more light here. Let me blend this more. Okay, that changed a little bit the color on the nose. Okay, if I spread this highlight, I'm gonna change even more the color of the nose. Okay. Now I'm gonna repeat the same here. Just white, yellow, and you know what's gonna happen. I'm mixing both colors here. Okay, I'm lighting up, but I'm mixing these colors here. And the result is a more orangey, a little bit orangey skin color in this area. Which is different to the first orangey color, because this one is a little bit more saturated. And the first one we use, I mean, it's just trying to be like more mute, kind of disappear from. It's trying to look like even more greenish, more grayish. And that's perfect, because that's the work or first color. It's just to, it's just the work, it's just to receive the other colors on top of that and make these colors glow.
Renzo, did you circle her eyes? In what color? Is that black? Circle the irises in black?
Usually I use black and orange to create
Thank
a darker brown. I'm just
Thank you.
summoning. It's not black.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now let's continue. And add a little bit of red here to make it more pinky. I'm mixing with this white and yellow here. And they're gonna work the lower eyelid. Okay, here I want to fill this pinky color, okay? And I painted a little bit. Check out if it's okay. I add more red, making this more pinky. And I go again. Okay, use more brush. And I blend a little bit.
Oops.
Okay. Now the other eye, I'm gonna use the same pinky. It has a little bit of yellow, this pink.
Are you holding your hand steady so it doesn't shake, or you're resting it on something?
Yeah, I'm resting my hand on my easel.
Okay,
Or sometimes I hold my hand with my other hand, like this.
okay, okay.
Right now, I'm just holding, and sometimes I use my pinky. And you see me when I'm painting, sometimes I start leaving some marks, little marks, because I'm just resting my hand on my pinky color, my pinky finger.
Oops.
Okay. Okay, now I'm working, I have two cheeks here, yeah. Obviously this one it has more light. I can, okay, I'm gonna make this more clear. I'm gonna add more white and yellow. Okay. I can use this. I don't know, you can feel the yellow here. Yeah. I'm gonna exaggerate this just for you to see. Okay, if I use this color here, let's say it's more colorful, more yellowish. Because I know that this yellow is gonna get mixed with pinky color here. So then that being more a kind of an orangey, but it's gonna saturate this area. Okay, for this area here, I don't want this to pop forward like this. For this area, I can just use pure white. Pure white with the skin color that I have, really light. Okay. This is light, this is light. This one, because it has more saturation, that means it has yellow on the mixture. It's gonna glow more than this. Okay, I know that's something that's really subtle. So the idea is just to create a difference and make this pop forward a little bit more than this. Okay, now when we are painting really fast, sometimes we don't care about these little things. Well, we should, okay, because that add something more to our painting. That add volume. Now that we are aware of this, we gotta be careful because we go back and forth. Yes, adding light again. I have to add more light. I gotta be sure that I have to pick up this color. Okay. If I'm gonna work here, I'm gonna pick up this one up here. That's gonna be different. Okay. I think that's okay. I'm gonna just light up this small. Now, when we adjust, when we add just white, we make a color lighter. Okay, but it's not bright. It's not a vivid color. It's kind of opaque. Okay, now when we add white and another color, but in this case, of course, it's yellow, it could be orange. We make this more vivid, and the intention, of course, is making this pop forward. Okay, I'm gonna exaggerate that. I'm gonna add more white and more yellow. Okay, and I'm gonna erase it later. I just want you to see this so clear. How this affects. And of course, the intention is the illusion of three-dimensionality. Yes, these little things creates some areas to recede and some areas just to come forward. Okay, now there is a difference. Okay, that's the idea. Now we see this on the picture. No, we don't see that. What we see in the picture is this is a little bit darker, this is a little bit lighter. Okay, this is something that we know. Why? Because simple color theory. When the color is a little bit grayish or milky or grayish, is going to recede. When the color is a little bit saturated, it's going to pop forward. Just that. What we are following is simple color theory. We can apply this to anything. To anything, okay?
Simple color theory, like, where do you learn color theory and how does one learn color theory?
Yeah, we can learn color theory just, I mean, there are a lot of books about color theory with some exercises. It's about creating some harmony and charts.
You know,
But-
most of the painters in our class already know about this. I'm just
Yeah.
a rank beginner.
Yeah, yes, but the point is that it takes a little bit of practice and always keep in mind this rule about what is gonna, how the color is gonna affect the illusion of depth. Okay, because let's say that I have studied this, I know this. Now to put this into practice, it's gonna take a little bit of practice. Okay, why? Because sometimes we are painting, and let's say I painted this, and I got distracted, I pick up this color and I add this color here, and I add this color here. Okay, that's affecting the illusion of depth. I know that's almost, let's say that somebody's gonna say, well, that's nothing, I mean, that's nothing, how it's gonna affect something. Okay, that's real, I mean, it's like nothing, yes? But this in these little things that we wanna add something more, make the difference. That's why so many painters are so worried about the difference between cool colors, neutral colors, warm colors. Okay. And for sure, if you see a painting that looks like real, like the volume, I mean, I'm not saying that it looks like a photograph. I mean, any painting that looks real, that the volume is really, really good, really well done. Definitely, if you analyze the painting, you're gonna see all these little things about cool colors, warm colors, neutral colors, grayish colors, about harmony. Yeah. Color theory is more about that, harmony and temperature. It's not mostly about mixing colors. Mixing colors is different. Mixing colors is just to know, I mean, how to get one color. Yeah? It's like trying to match one color. It's like I have this, let's say, this color here. And learn to mix is just spend more time trying to get this color. You know, this is kind of a red, add green, yellow, and spend more time like cooking here to match this color. And then cooking here again to match the other color. Color theory is more about the harmony, how colors interact with each other, how one color affects how we perceive another color. It's not about mixing. No? Well, it's true about mixing, I gotta say, but I mean, that's not the main concern. Like I gotta be so good about mixing colors. No, I mean, eventually, we always gonna be good mixing colors. Even I think this is my personal opinion. Even if we don't have instruction, you're gonna be good because that's something that by repetition you're gonna understand that we're gonna, I mean, mix red and yellow, you get an orange. Mix blue and red, and a violet. And then we're gonna start all those grayish variations. Yeah. But that's not the key. The key is how, when you put the colors together, how they change, how you can make one color look darker just by surround the color with lighter colors. How you can make one color just to pop forward, a warmer color, but by surrounding that color with cool colors. Something like that. Let's say that, speaking about that, let's, for example, let's say that here I want to reseed this area a lot more. I can gray down this area. I'm going to gray down by adding just black and white. Okay, look at this. I mean, I kill color. If I kill color by just making it grayish or cooler, I make this to go farther. Okay, that's the color theory. Now you say, no, that doesn't happen really. Okay, I'm following color theory. Okay, I'm not thinking what I see here. I'm just following what I have learned, let's say, what I have read in any book. And I want to make this receipt. I make it cooler because I have read, let's say, the cooler color receipt. And that's basically color theory, yeah? About how we use this temperature. And for example, I have seen so many videos in YouTube when I see people painting, yes, and they don't speak anything about color theory, not even a word. Okay, but it doesn't mean that they are not applying color theory, because this thing about color theory is what exists in nature. It's what we see.
Yes,
It's just there. It's there. I mean, color theory just theorize what we see in nature to understand.
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah. Okay, and okay, I gotta just correct this because I want to make it more, a little bit orangey. Okay. I need a bigger brush like this. I want to spread this light.
I can do the exact same thing with my acrylics, right, Renzo?
Right. Color theory is not about material. Color
Okay,
theory is just about color and how that creates the illusion of depth.
yeah, but I'm referring to like you shading what you're doing, what you're doing now with the colors. I could do the exact same thing with my acrylics, eh?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I remember when I was School of Art, in the course, the color theory course, we usually gather a lot of people, like from people that study let's say they paint, with drawing or painting or just maybe even the sculptures, we're in the same course together. Okay, color theory is not just about that. You're a painter, you gotta use color theory. No, it was for like everybody. Okay, now you can paint, add paint and blend. You wanna blend, you add paint and blend. You can keep doing this. Add paint, a brush stroke, and blend. Okay. Now, sometimes I just add the brush stroke, and continue, and after some few minutes, I blend. And, or sometimes I do this, like I paint a little bit, I blend. I paint, I blend. You know, this blending is just about if you like it or not. It's not something that it's beautiful. It looks smooth. It's okay. But
It's like what you talk about softening.
softening, yes, softening. But I mean, it's not like soft painting is better than a painting that it has a lot of brush strokes. No, it's not about that. It's just a matter of taste. Yeah, it's just that. I mean, you know, I love blending, yeah, but I love at the same time some really bold brush strokes.
Right.
Yeah? Okay. For example, the forehead. My forehead is kind of flat. I need to darken this side of the face. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue adding lights. For example, I see, okay, that there are more lights here. If I add this light with yellow to the forehead, I'm gonna make this pop forward. So I don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna use this lighter color that, I mean, it's different from this one. You see, this is more vibrant. That means that I'm gonna light up. Okay, but I'm not gonna make this just glow like this. Okay, and that's what I want. Now, this, when we paint a portrait, this is something that we gotta get used to think. Okay? Because it's easier, obviously, just think one color, make it lighter, make it darker. Okay? And then for me, works when I try to make it like a steps. One step is just two values. Next step, a third value. Next step, the reddish color. Next step, drawing. Next step, start thinking about this. Okay, how to make something come forward more than other. And then when I start thinking about this thing about a cool color, a grayish color, a more saturated color, I don't think about that at the beginning because I
You
don't
don't think about what you want people to focus on in the beginning?
No, I don't think I myself, I don't think that at the beginning because I don't need to. At the beginning, I need to establish light.
Yeah,
and shadow.
shapes and yeah. And look for those shapes. Yeah,
I
right.
start
right.
building up the face, the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right,
then
right.
later in the process, I start adding more and more. Like,
Detail.
for example, here, this portrait. Okay, let's say that I want this area just to go like deeper. I can add black and white.
Mhm.
I can add a little bit of yellow and make it gray, kind of greenish. This color, I know that is gonna make this shadow go deeper because it's grayish, okay?
And
Now,
it could also be purple and dark red
Yeah.
and purple, kind of.
yes,
Yeah.
now there are one tricky thing about this
Mhm.
shadows on the face that because the skin is kind of transparent in some areas. Okay, we have to decide about these colors. It's not gonna be the same rule all the time. I can do the opposite. Like saturate this and do this.
Mm.
Okay, it's gonna be a transparent shadow. The other one, it creates more depth. This one is I mean, it's the same because it's shadow, but it's a different color.
Mhm.
It's because the transparency of the skin. Okay, you're gonna see both things in a lot of paintings. You're gonna see some painters adding some blue here or some
Mhm.
gray here, and you're gonna see another ones adding like
Oh,
saturated orange. And we're gonna think what happened. I mean, what happens is that you can use both. It just depends on your painting. It depends what's making your painting looks better. Okay, for example, let's say this. If I decide to, let's say, add this gray, black and white, I can decide to do this here, and this here. Okay, I'm working with this harmony on the shadows, cool colors on the shadows.
Mhm.
Okay, that works perfectly too. Okay, yeah, kind of complicating things. And even that I'm working with this kind of bluish here, I have to keep the nose a little bit reddish. It's because the anatomy of the face, the nose is gonna be always a little bit reddish. Okay, it works perfectly. It's a shadow. Yeah. Works perfectly here, works perfectly there. Yeah, okay. Maybe this kind of complicates things more, but that's something that we just need to get used to this just little by little.
Yeah, you never
We
have
don't
to
need-
talk about this again.
Yeah, we don't need to just add this to every painting we do. We can add this to one painting, try and see that's working. Yes, and yes, even like I said, even when you don't speak about color theory, we tend to apply color theory because it's there in colors, it's in nature. When we copy something, it's there. When I'm adding this red, I'm making this warmer, and the other color is going to be more neutral without doing anything. I'm lighting up this area here. Okay, and blend. I light up again, I blend again. Okay. And now the process is about working on midtones, adding this reflected lights. You know that since we have started just with two values, we don't have any of these reflected lights and midtones, and we have to look for them. Yeah, we gotta spend some time like modeling, like in a sculpture in some areas, working on the shadows, midtones, and lights again. There is a reflected light here, kind of difficult to paint. Okay. And here too. No, let's work on the mouth. So a little bit of shadow here, a little bit of shadow here. Here too. And now I'm softening this, smoothing things out here a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Here too. Okay. Now the lower lip. I'm mixing this color. It's kind of it's red. It's not pure red. And adding some white. And I'm gonna paint the lower lip. I add light here. And I'm gonna blend. I'm painting, I'm blending. I'm laying down paint and I blend. Again, more white. I need to light up this a little bit more. I blend. More light, adding more white. Okay, and adding white, just white. Now, I'm paying attention to something. Let's say that I add yellow. I know, I mean, the mouth doesn't have yellow, but let's say, just to put an example, what happened with this color if I add with more yellow? It's gonna look brighter. It's because it has yellow. And yellow is more intense, it's strong. Okay. Now I can do that. Yes, I can add this yellow to the highlights to make those highlights glow. Okay. But right now I don't want that. I just want white, and I want this to be a light. But I don't want this lower lip to jump on me. Even I'm controlling, adding white little by little to this mixture and going again and again here. Okay, I think that's okay. No more light. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't saying that that's perfect. I'm not saying that maybe it needs more light. I'm just saying that I'm stopping now. I want to work on another area of the face, and definitely I'm gonna go back here. It's like taking a rest. That's why I work in one area, and then I move to another area. And then as soon as it's time just to finish up here and there, it's easy for me to make retouches again, make adjustments. In some areas that where let's say I left without finishing, I mean in purpose, yeah. Lighting up this. Okay, now remember one color that it's gonna change your lights is yellow. Yellow, okay, remember the difference, white and yellow. You add white, you make something lighter. I mean, it's gonna come forward, but you wanna make that area glow, you add a little bit of yellow. Okay, let's say the higher contrast that exists is not between white and black, it's between yellow and black. Okay, yellow is really strong, it vibrates. Okay, let's take after this break, like a 10 minutes break. We didn't take
Oh,
the 10
yeah.
minutes break, yeah? For real coffee?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And after the break, let's
We
see some
show.
paintings. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Renzo.
Thank
Okay.
you, Renzo.
I'll be back. I have 10 o'clock Eastern,
Okay.
so 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yes, I am.
Sorry.
Mary.
I am Renzo.
Okay. Hey, Mary.
Okay,
So-
let me go.
Too.
You too? Those of us that don't like to suffer, right, and sit in anguish. Okay. Here we go.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
The eyes are beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, the eyes are beautiful. One thing, I'm thinking about the nose. Okay, there is one thing here on the nostrils. It's like one nostril is just, you have to, this nostril here, you can see the nostril, a little bit of this nostril here.
Yeah,
You can just move this a little bit up.
up,
Yes,
okay.
okay. And think about the nose like a ball here. It has a highlight and around it goes like it's something rounded, something spherical. Yeah, because I think you have like see a light here,
Yes,
and that should be shadow, and it should be really easy to see the highlight, like a dot.
okay. I've put it there a couple of times.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't see it because of the
No, it's
shade of the
gone
paint.
again.
It's gone again.
It's gone. It's gone
Okay.
again.
Yeah, well, another thing that caught my attention is this a light here.
Yes,
There
too
is
much.
yeah, I don't see a light there. There is a light because it's a bump, but that's
Yeah.
so subtle. And your painting is really bright.
Okay, make that dimmer.
Yeah, and the
More
other
subtle.
thing is, yeah, the other thing is the mouth. It looks like it's more. It should be more. You gotta move this. The half. Imagine the half of the mouth. This
Mhm.
left side. Move that left side a little bit up.
Yeah.
Up.
More this side. Yes, this.
Oh, yeah, I see
A
that.
little
I
bit,
see
a
it.
little bit up.
She looks so mad as I'm
Yeah.
looking at the video. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, she doesn't look mad on the easel, but my goodness.
Yeah. And another thing that the
Yes,
last
I
thing,
can,
yeah, the
go
last thing
ahead.
is here, this area.
Yes,
You need to blend this more. Use any brush that is really frayed out like a lot. Okay. And to blend here and make it more round here. This.
you know, Renzo, I like the way the red was put in there when we did it, but I thought that red is too red.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
I
this
think-
is really light, this is really dark. And I think that's going back to that problem that I needed to make the base light color darker.
Yeah, but I think you can make it work, that shadow. Yeah, because
Okay,
I see the shadow, I see some transparency on the shadow. I mean, for
yeah.
me, that's good on that shadow. Some
Oh,
transparency.
okay. I loved it
Just
when you
about,
put that red on it, just like, wow.
yeah, it's just like, from the light to shadow, it's just to, I know it's not sharp, it looks sharper yet.
Yes,
It'd be more,
yes,
more spread. And one thing, here, there is shadow here. Your light
yes,
on the forehead is going on top of the eye, and the light
yes.
just stop kind of here. This area is in shadow. Okay, you can use
Okay.
this same color like here to paint this
Oh,
shadow.
yeah. Okay, I did a little tiny bit there, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, a little bit
Okay,
more.
sir.
Mhm. Okay. Somebody else wants to show me a painting?
Those eyes are amazing, Miri.
Thank you.
Yeah, the eyes are really transparent, really good.
I can show you what I have.
Okay, Miguel, give me a second and watching Monique. Okay, Monique.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. One thing here. I see a light here
Yeah.
that is kind of. It looks like, imagine that your painting is in a sculpture, and somebody just have put the finger here and press
Mhm. Okay.
there and
Yeah.
making a bump here.
Okay.
Okay, you have to move the shadow a little bit up,
Okay.
make this area a little bit darker.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
soften the brows,
Yeah.
soften the eyebrows, soften them a lot because she has like a white eyebrows,
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Okay.
and everything else is okay. The nose is pumping okay, it's round, that's okay. Yeah, I think everything else is okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So, Miguel,
Show mine, Renzo,
oh
or
yeah,
somebody else?
wait for me, Nikki. I'm gonna check out Miguel's.
I'm ready
Miguel.
for you whenever you're ready also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miguel.
Let me. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
A second. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Looks good, Miko.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
hold.
One thing to work.
Okay.
Light up here in the middle of this shadow.
Okay.
Light up here in the middle, and the edge here. You need to soften this edge here in the shadow of the nose. Okay.
Okay.
And I think. What else?
What about the eyes? Are the eyes too big?
Yeah, the eyes are okay. Looks transparent. You just need to work more on the white of the eye. The white of the eye, you need to paint this darker at the beginning, and then light up in one area, one side, like when we paint a sphere. Usually the light is in one point, and it's spread the light. It's the same for the white of the eye. It looks okay. I gotta say that the white of the square in this eye looks flat. You need to make
Oh
it
yeah,
darker.
it needs shadow. Needs a shadow in the corner.
More shadow and light. We need to see the difference between the shadow and the light in this area. I'm gonna zoom in my eye. Okay, it's not flat. One area there's more
I'm
light.
about to show my painting.
Okay, the other thing is just here below the mouth. The shadow here, I think is too thick. Thin this shadow a little bit.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Nikki?
Yep.
Okay, looks good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like the composition, the round.
yeah.
You know why, Monique?
What?
And this little girl looked like she was in timeout, got in trouble. And so I used to paint circles on my kids' bedroom walls. That was
Yeah.
their thinking spot, like Winnie the Pooh. Thinking
Yeah.
Very
spot.
cool.
So I made her in a thinking spot.
The painting is good. Just what I have seen is just, I mean, during the process, but anyway, if I gotta point out is the mouth, and just soften the edges of the.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were thinking about that, yeah? Because I can see everything is soft. That's good. That's pretty good. And then now,
You know what?
now that you have everything kind of soft, smooth out, yeah, you can add some sharpness in some area, some specific area, just to make that area to pop forward. It could be the
Okay.
nose. Usually the nose, we want the nose to pop forward a little bit more. When you have something that kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
smooth, and you can
I
play
see
with
a lot of areas I need to soften.
but that's pretty good. Okay.
Nice job, Nikki.
Thanks, Monique.
Larry?
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Good. Yeah, I can see how
Oh, wow.
the nose is pumping forward. Yeah. One thing that would be narrow this side of the face. This area. Narrow that area, that side of the face a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. And maybe check out the chin. Because of her knee,
Yeah, that's kind of a
Chin
hard
looks
one
like
because of
a-
the knee.
yeah, the chin looks like kind of pointy. And the chin on your painting, it looks kind of doesn't look pointy. That's okay if you paint the knee, okay? Because I'm just leaving some space here. I'm gonna paint
Right,
the knee.
right.
Yeah, I made her knee be her shoulder.
Is that her knee? I thought it was her shoulder.
Yeah, it's a
It is
knee.
your shoulder.
Her
Hmm.
knee.
Yeah, her knee.
Oh, my.
Monique,
Oh.
see her blouse? See the
Yeah,
little
because
flowers on her blouse?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just in the face.
That's
little
a
bit.
shoulder.
Yeah, but no, I hear you. I think it could be either way. That's why I decided to change it, but I don't know. I mean, you got to think about it. Can she contort her chin behind her shoulder? Because if she
I
could do
used
that,
to.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? That's why I think it's her knee, only because her chin is way behind her shoulder, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm making it her shoulder.
The baby that we're doing
Right.
tomorrow, the infant, I didn't see its hand, so I made it into a blanket, and then I
Mhm.
made it back into a hand, and then I put a blanket over the hand because I couldn't see it. I made it up.
Okay,
I
that's
know.
okay. That's okay.
That-
Yep,
That's a good
it's all
solution.
good in love and war and baseball.
Okay, now we have to go back and thinking about adding more contrast. Let's see what areas we need to add more shadows, make the shadows a little bit darker and the lights a little bit lighter. Okay. I'm gonna paint the shadow here. I see an orange, unreflected orange there. This is a nice color. Let's see. Mm. Okay, I think that's too much, but you know what? I like it. In order to compensate this, because it's too orangey, I have to add even an orangey and more orange color. And I see on the neck this, I'm gonna add it here. Let me see, here's the ear. Neck is here. Okay.
On her ear too, Renzo? A
No,
little
no,
orange.
yeah, a
on her
little bit
ear?
of orange to the ear. And I'm gonna put some hair just to cover the ear. I'm adding this orange because right now I cannot leave this orange on the face alone. Okay, if I leave that orange alone on the face here, it's gonna look like I don't know, I have painted orange. I wanna create the illusion that this is light, is orange light. And if this is orange light is hidden everywhere, it's hidden here, it's hidden here, and it has a different intensity. Yes, it get the area that is closer to the light, the source light, it should be more orangey. That's why I'm adding this accent here, and I can add an accent here and on the hair. Okay. Now let's say that I decide to change this by not orange, blue. That means that if I add blue here and I leave it there and I paint the hair brown, the ear just pinky and this light orange, it's gonna look like I'm just painting something blue. No, every time that you decide to add some color or enhance a color, because that's what I'm doing, I'm exaggerating this color. You gotta imagine that this is a lamp or this is an orange. Imagine that's the sun. The sun is just that's the sunlight, an orange in the sunset. Okay, and when the light is so strong and colorful, it's gonna affect all that area. Okay, and even this color even could affect the shadow on the nose. You could make this orangey. Okay, we're not gonna do that, but it could affect even that area. Okay, I'm gonna add some.
I keep moving around because of this sun in my face.
Mm,
Can't hardly see.
I'm using just brown. I'm gonna paint this brown. Softening the edge. I'm gonna paint the knee here. The knee or a shoulder, eh? That's okay, painting a shoulder. I don't know, I prefer to paint the knee. I think even if I paint the knee or we paint the knee, it's gonna look like a shoulder. Eh? Just a minute, guys. Okay, now speaking about color theory, we can add some blue here. Now that we have this orange, we can add a really strong blue. That would be amazing. Let's do it. Not a little bit of white. Okay. What this color is gonna do is gonna make this orange light looks even more orangey.
Nikki, that sun is so bright. I can't believe it. Where are you?
I'm in my shed, my art shed.
No. What state are you in?
Huh?
What
I can't
state?
hardly see right now. The sun's just right in my eyes. I keep moving. I'm gonna move again.
Where
I'll
do you?
have to follow the sun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
I'm moving my easel again.
Okay.
I'm glad I have rolly carts.
Okay. Okay, and adding more color in this area. Okay, now I just don't want to add blue to everywhere. I think that's gonna be just too strong. Okay, I'm gonna make this just a little bit darker here. Just in this corner. Okay, to add more contrast. Okay. I'm gonna soften this. Okay, bigger brush. Anyone is adding this orange? Painting this orange.
I add will
You're okay.
some. But not all the way up to the back of the head yet.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
I just love this orange.
Renzo, did you use orange and alizarin together
No, no,
or?
I'm not using a
Just-
lizard today.
Oh, okay.
Just for this area, just orange, a touch of camion red.
Color brush.
Oh.
Okay, have to work on the eyes again. Mm.
Oh,
I'm mixing here.
really easy to mess it up.
Yeah. I'm just mixing brown again, making this a little bit darker. Okay, if I add black, that's gonna be for the pupil and for some eyelashes. Okay, don't add black on the eye. Even sometimes we have to add a darker color, yeah, but sometimes I choose to don't go so dark with the eyes, the upper and lower eyelid, where even that I see the eyelashes that looks really black. What I would do is, let's say I pick up a little bit of black and let me zoom in my image. And maybe just here, a little bit here, like an accent, some eyelashes. And here there would be just, and that's it. Okay. Now, sometimes we need to add some really black because of we need to, yeah. But most of the time, I try to just soften this. When I see a darker, it's like when I see let's say the nostril is really dark, I don't copy that. And I prefer to make a dark red. And that's all the time, because I mean, when we see a picture, we usually see that those areas of the nostrils or the eyes really dark. And that's something that I keep changing that all the time. Okay. Working on the eyes, I worked a little bit of this side. Now I change here. I need to add some light this area here. Or sorry.
Oh, that's just my table squeaking, I think.
Okay. In this area close to the tear duct, don't forget to use a brown. Okay. A reddish brown. And if you want to add some accent, like to create the illusion that is even more transparent, you can add some like a brush stroke, a red brush stroke. It's a touch, okay? Don't
Oh, wow.
do something like really. It's going to create an effect from a distance. That's gonna add some transparency to that area. If we go all the way red, maybe it looks, if you step back and you see that looks red, that's not illusion. The illusion is that you see something like a dark reddish color. Even knowing that we have add a pure brush stroke of red. Okay? It just imagine that a color usually vibrate. If you add a brush stroke, a tiny brush stroke of a pure color, it's going to create some, it's going to enhance the color around this color. And that's the same effect of this the optical illusion about contrast. Okay, imagine that you add a touch of green. And what it's going to do around that is going to create some green, some reddish color. I'm making this dark red. Always the intention of this dark red is to create some transparency, okay? It's just about that. Okay, I think this is too reddish. I'm gonna make it more darker. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of white touch. I'm gonna add this to the lower eyelid. Just some touches like that. Okay.
That's beautiful.
It's just to create this illusion that it's wet. Okay. The idea is, I mean, it doesn't work when we see really close. Yeah. And when we see from a distance, you see that it looks like it's wet. That means that's working. If you see like just some dots, the white dots, I mean, you have to soften. I'm softening them. It was just too bright. Okay. Okay, I see my painting and I realize that I see this bright light here, light on the nose, and this is bright, so I have to knock down this light. Okay, I'm gonna use this color here. Add a little bit of black to knock it down this. And I'm gonna put on top of this and mix it here. Let's see if that works. Oh, I think I have to make this a little bit darker. Even a little bit darker. Okay. Check it out again. I need to knock down this color even a little bit more, this area. Making this a little bit darker. Okay, here a little bit darker. Now I'm using a brush that I use for blending. I put some paint here, just not too much. You see just the tip of the brush. And I do this. Okay, this is gonna be a subtle change. But that's what I want. Something subtle. Okay, I'll repeat again. Now I can see a difference. I knock down this area. That's better. Okay, because my idea was this area was competing with the nose. The same intensity, the same light. Okay. Now it's better. Okay, what else? I can, if I can knock down any other area. Okay, I'm gonna do it just like this with this brush for blending. Yeah, that's okay. A little bit of red here. Oh, I can see some shadow in the between her eyes. A little bit of. I'm gonna do it here. This is the a grayish orange. This color I have here. It's orange, just black and white. It's just, let's say that's it's like it's kind of really close to our first color, the darker one. I think that's better.
Okay, I've got to get going.
Okay, Larry, show
But,
me your painting.
I will show it to you and yeah, really enjoying it.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, just like the highlight, I could do a little bit more of light here.
Right in
To
there,
make this-
okay.
Yes, to make this pop forward a little bit more, to make a
Okay.
difference between this and this. This is a little bit darker than this. Okay, just that I think. Anything else is really good. The volume, yeah, just that.
Having the knee there kind of straightened out that,
Show me again, please.
sure.
Really
Wow.
good, Larry.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
One thing. Here, work on the side of the face. Check out these lines. Split this in one line like this and the other like that. I think your is kind of round and
Yeah,
your face is more pointy. It looks like a triangle here, like this and this.
now,
Something like that.
now that you said that, I see that right away.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll try to attack that tomorrow.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, Laurie.
Good
Have a
job.
good night.
Good night, Larry.
Good night.
Bye, Larry.
Larry,
Bye.
Good night, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Stepping back, checking now, I realized that this iris in my painting is bigger than this one. The pupil is bigger in one eye than the other. So it's that's better. Difficult to see the mouth. I have to zoom in. Does somebody has added this orangey color?
I tried.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know.
You want to see mine, hands
Yeah,
up?
yeah, of course.
Oops, just, okay. Phew. I was fighting the sunlight, but for a while I couldn't see it very good, but all correct.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, one thing that caught my attention just at the minute,
Mhm.
is the upper lip.
Oh, yeah.
Soften the upper lip. Okay.
And lighten the lower one?
Yeah, I mean you have to light up the lower lip a little
Okay,
bit here on the chin.
all right.
The
Yep,
eyes are okay.
that'll-
The nose is okay. Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Thank you. Did you see my orange?
Okay, I show me again. Okay. Yeah, I see a bit of orange. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah.
Looks great, Nikki.
I got really old brushes. Look, Monique, my brushes, they don't snap like that.
I have a couple that have done that.
Yeah. Some of them are really, really old.
All right, Renzo, I'm going to show you mine.
Okay.
Hang on here. Okay, let's see.
Oh, she looks cute.
Let me put you bigger. 1 second. Okay. That's good.
Is this better if I do it this way?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very
I'm
good.
I'm having trouble with this value underneath her neck.
Yeah, just
It
maybe-
looks,
that's perfect. It looks kind of greenish. I mean, every time that you have a trouble with the shadow of the skin,
mhm,
just brown, a regular, a neutral brown. That's gonna.
mhm. Okay,
You're gonna notice that people usually don't see the shadow.
okay,
A neutral brown is gonna do the work perfectly. It's just like
Okay.
mixing burnt sienna with a touch of ultramarine blue.
okay.
Burnt
Okay,
Okay.
one thing,
sienna.
just soften edges always. I mean, I love the nose. I think the eyes are okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yes, yes. I mean,
I brought
Yes.
this shadow up a little bit. Do you notice that?
yeah, yeah, that's okay.
And I'm not brave enough with the orange, obviously, but
Yeah, that's why I was asking about that.
I mean, you can see it, but I mean, it's just
Yeah, I
not as
see.
good as yours. Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
add more
Okay,
after class.
one thing, I mean, you're in the process in softening it, but don't forget to soften
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that edge. Yeah. Okay.
Here even more. Now,
Okay.
you can add a little bit of light just here, where it looks like there is like a finger is been
A
there.
fingerprint. I still didn't, that's actually a brush stroke of like a pink, but I will get rid of that. That should be light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Soften
Got it.
the upper lip.
Lip.
Soften the upper
Okay.
lip. Yeah,
Okay.
everything else, the painting is okay.
Thank you.
And the idea about making a shoulder, I think is perfect. I think works really good, Monique.
Well, you know what I hate when I have to tape the board to my easel. So when I take the tape off, I'm gonna have a nice white strip that I'm gonna have to cover and match. But
Okay.
it's,
I'm reducing my girl's chin. I think she looks younger.
Mhm.
Phew.
I love this orange here. Let me try to put more. Wow, I love it. Go ahead, go ahead, do it.
All right, I'm gonna. Woohoo.
Right.
Oh my. Might ruin it all.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. I love that.
I mean, I'm exaggerating this. I'm pushing this. You don't have to do it. This. I mean, I'm just enjoying
That's
this.
fun.
I mean, yes, exactly.
Whew.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. One thing that since I started to push this orange, I decided to knock down the bright here because I don't want to have like this yellowish color here in the hair and competing with this orange here. I have to sacrifice one.
Now I have to do pink on her upper part of her cheek. A little more pink to match.
Yeah, when we exactly. When we blend, sometimes we get rid of those the reds that we add on the face because we add more paint. We light up, and we're starting to get rid of those pink. Sometimes I add the pinks on the face, and after an hour, I don't see any. It doesn't look like they have disappeared. In this case, I mean, I'm keeping these pinks really good. I'm gonna add some greenish, sorry, orangey, this orange color, a touch just on the nose. Just to add some color here. Just that.
are you doing orange yet?
No. But let me see if I can,
Go
Brush.
ahead. Don't be afraid.
all right.
You're add some blue to the background and this pure orange.
Yeah, it's gotta be pure orange. But I think I just use a brand new brush. There we go.
Let's see what happens.
All right. We got trying to copy the master here.
How does he do this live?
I don't know.
What could be more fun than this?
I
Right?
know. People are missing out that don't paint, right?
For sure.
Not more.
Renzo, can I show you my painting?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I can see some orange there. That's good. That's good. Yeah, you need the first thing you need a shadow below the chin, on the chin, to make the chin round.
Okay.
It's a shadow down here, and the light is on top. It's like below the mouth. It's shadow, light, shadow. You have shadow, light. You need like shadow, light, shadow. In this way, it's gonna make that more round. The nose is okay. The mouth is okay. Just light up the lower lip. Okay. The chin is like I think is making that area flat. It's making that area like to recede. Okay. You need to just add shadow below, like the nose. You see the nose. You have some shadow below the nose.
Yeah.
And that creates some volume here, and make the tip of the nose just pop forward. The same should happen here.
Okay.
Shadow and light.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. And
Right.
one more thing, more shadow here, here.
Okay.
Yeah, because your light is going all the way. Okay. You need
Okay.
in this way you create some volume. Okay, the eyes are okay. I think the eyes are better. Nose proportion is okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, and soften some edges. For example, the edge here, just here.
Okay.
Make it is like a blur.
All right. We'll do that.
If this is lost, completely lost, that's okay.
oh, wow.
Who's showing the painting? I don't see.
I don't see anybody sharing either. I'm
Okay.
still working on mine. Just trying to work the ear a little bit more.
There's always so much to do. You think you're getting there, and then there's 10 zillion other things.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Well, let's see.
Okay. No, as in my painting, I sacrificing the contrast in this area of the hair. You see in the picture that there is contrast. In my painting, there is no contrast. Okay, when you kill contrast or you don't add contrast, that means obviously that I don't want people see this area. Okay, I
Mhm.
just want to drive the attention to the where is contrast. Where is the contrast? Usually sharpen edges and high contrast, or eyes are going to go there. I mean, this is one thing that we can do when we paint a la prima, because sometimes we don't have the time to finish up the painting. But I'm not saying that that's always the option. That's something that we always have to do. No, I mean, if I have more time, definitely maybe I'm gonna paint the hair. You see that I don't, you will see here I don't have too much paint. It's kind of transparent. Yeah, it's just the same effect, and just trying to create something like it's getting lost here, not edge here, a little bit of edge here, and obviously I can sharpen the nostrils a little bit. What happens if I sharpen the nostrils is just I create a focal point. I create attention to that area. If I sharpen the mouth, the same. In this case, the mouth is really soft, and it's not something that we have to do. I mean, we can see that clearly in this photo.
Hmm.
Somebody's adding suffering because it's putting the orange.
No, I'm suffering because my brushes are running away from me.
Okay.
I keep dropping them on the floor.
Oh,
Well, I believe I christened the apron Mary.
Oh, did you? Good.
Yes.
Where did you do it?
Down by where it would have gotten on my pant leg.
See, isn't that nice?
Yes. Yep. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Date it. Sign it.
So I like how you sign your paintings.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did too. We should work on that. I never sign anything. Do you, honey?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah,
Not yet.
But yeah, I haven't in a while.
I maybe put a date on the back. So
Yeah,
I know
that's
when it was
great
done,
idea.
but
That's a
I
great,
don't usually.
I try to take a picture of it and then that's kind of keep it on a file and I have the date there that I painted it.
Mhm.
I have all my old college art up in my attic. It hadn't been seen in ages.
We should do a show and tell one of these days where we show our worst painted portrait versus what we think our most best portrait is.
I'm not new to drawing or art. I'm really new to oil painting. Just since January, I tried to learn.
Well, you're doing,
It's hard, but I'm learning it's not quite as unlike drawing as I thought. Now that I'm learning the consistency of the paint a bit better.
yeah.
Let's open.
Well, Renzo, I think I'll show you mine one more time.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna call it an evening.
Okay.
I might still fudge it a little bit, but let's see here. You can see the added orange. It's still not probably enough.
Oh, I want to see the orange.
I like orange.
Where are
in my
you
life.
at? Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Very
think I
nice.
blended a little bit more. Like this looks like a blob right there in the middle. I have to blend that.
She's beautiful.
Looks very, very nice.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
Very good. Is it a knee or a shoulder? Did you decide?
I made it a shoulder. And she's got a wrap dress.
Yeah, because she has, you can see the little bit of that on her shoulder, the dress lifting.
Oh,
slightly.
yeah. I'll look at that. I can't really see it that well now, but take a picture and post it.
One thing, Monique.
Yeah,
one thing,
Oh.
Here.
I'll look at it, Nikki.
Soften that edge.
Oops.
Okay, a
Here,
little bit more. Okay, yeah,
here you can make it sharp a little bit. So here
Yeah.
just lost,
right.
lost this edge.
I gotta get my chin back again.
okay.
Okay, that helps with the volume. That makes this the center.
Come forward. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Just that. Everything else is okay.
But you see my orange, right?
No, yes, I see the orange, but more
No.
orange. Look at my orange.
I know. Yours
I
is
love
more-
that.
Yeah, no, but that's okay. That's okay. That's perfect. I can see the warm light. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Okay, Nikki, you were showing your
Yeah.
paint.
You want to see my orange on there?
Yeah.
Oh, my orange isn't showing up on the there.
Yeah.
I
What,
do
what
have
do you
more
mean the oranges? You're painting oranges on the dress?
orange color. Oh,
The dress is an orange color? Is that what you're
oh,
saying?
no. When I show it on in person, my orange on the side of her face is
Mhm.
brighter
Oh.
than
Mhm.
Okay, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the
Did you
dress.
see my new light? It's really neat.
Yeah.
It's a touch light. It's kind of neat. I like it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Okay. Okay. Keep it steady.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Very nice.
Now
Beautiful.
yeah. One thing,
Yeah,
yes,
it looks-
it's very nice. Yeah, I can see. I see the proportions are okay. Yeah, yeah. This,
I want to go more orange.
this thing about the orange, just for you all, it's not like everything is orange. You see, I have concentrated an orange here, a little
Mhm.
bit here, and
Yeah.
here. The
But
rest
the
of-
glow, that reflective
Oh.
light is
If I-
beautiful.
if I make
Yeah.
all orange,
Yeah.
it's gonna look like I have painted with the face with
Yeah.
orange. The
Yeah.
idea is create illusion that is light hitting the face.
I'm changing my neck.
That's it's like, remember, everything usually
Yeah.
has an accent, always an accent. And let's say in this area, this is my accent. Okay. It's not like orange. Even I can push that accent even more and it's gonna look okay. But if I push all the orange at the same time everywhere,
Darkened her neck.
I can keep making this, but it's gonna look okay as soon as I keep it just like that, an accent. Okay.
I'm gonna try that. Oops.
Mhm.
The orange adds really nice effect.
Whew.
The backlight, right?
Yeah. It's like a reflected light. I mean, I see some orange on the picture and just exaggerating that. What I feel the temptation is to spread that orange. That's the problem because sometimes we add more and more. Remember, every time that if this was, let's say, blue, there is an area there is going to be more bluish, more pure blue. It's just like this orange. I'm just going to add some orange on the nose, on the shadow of the nose. I want to, but I won't do it. Okay. I think that's a good idea, making a shoulder. Yeah. It looks like kind of, we don't know what is this. I don't know, maybe.
I think it's her knee because I think she's a
Okay.
little girl and it's easy for her to like prop herself like that.
You're probably right.
Yeah, it's the knee. I mean, yeah, definitely is the knee. But the problem in a painting is it's gonna look confusing.
Yeah.
Like it's the knee is what? It's the shoulder.
Exactly. Alright.
Okay, somebody else wants to show my painting?
Yeah, I want to see a couple more. What happened to Joyce? Joyce is still here.
No, Joyce, yeah, Joyce is painting and she's working on older paintings.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's what I should be doing.
I'll show you my orange part, Linda, again. Oh, gosh, it doesn't show up.
Okay.
Doesn't really show up, Nikki, but I bet
I
you when you
know.
post it,
It's almost pure orange there and it won't show up.
why don't you, can
Yeah,
you
I
take
think
it?
yeah, I see a little bit. Yeah, that's better.
Mhm.
Maybe upside down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for a
Oh,
moment
yeah.
when you put it upside down, for a moment I saw an orange.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Right, orange. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's these lights. Oh,
Maybe try turning him off for a second, and see.
yeah. You just have to touch them and they're supposed to turn off. There you go.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, very
Okay, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
More
Mhm.
orange.
Okay. I see an accent here, the same accent.
Yep.
Just soften the edge here.
Yep. Yep.
Because I think, okay, yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. Maybe
Not soft.
make that area grow a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think the
Michelle,
face is just
so-
too narrow.
should I make it grow with a light, lighter yellow,
No.
orange? Or
Yeah, it's like moving the jaw.
Okay. I will move it.
Make the jaw grow.
Okay. Jeez. I'm getting hungry. I got cookies over there.
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
Mary, are you gonna show yours?
I didn't, well, I'm gonna show it. I am. I'm never shy about it. Okay,
Nice.
I put this on a birch panel.
Yeah,
So it's
nice.
taped, so I can just flip it over.
Mhm.
nice. That's a
good,
great
yeah.
idea.
Orange.
Okay, okay. I see the orange. Yeah,
We were brave.
yeah.
You were
One thing-
brave.
yeah, one thing. The shadow here on the chin.
Yes.
You don't have a shadow there. It's the light is just going directly to the shadow on the neck.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I realized that the distance I just added chin
Okay.
because her chin was about, I don't know, 2 centimeters higher. And I measured it and I
Mhm.
realized so I just lowered it,
Okay. Yeah, you just need a little bit of shadow, just shadow.
just a little bit of shadow.
Yeah,
Yes.
just like imagine that's the nose and you have a shadow below the nose and the base of the nose.
Yes.
It's the same with the chin.
Yeah.
It's
And I
just to create
see from
illusion
the
that-
picture here, this still looks too fat.
It looks okay for me now.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think right now, even I think that you could make it a little bit fat. You can make it grow
Oh, yeah?
here on the zygomatic bone.
Yeah,
Okay.
You make it
little
grow.
round top of the
Yeah,
cheek.
like a curve.
Okay.
Keep this the same. Make it grow here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Because of the cheekbone. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Nice work, everybody.
Yes.
Carol, what are
Frosty.
you painting? What are you painting? You're on mute.
Renzo,
Yeah.
Oh,
I did some corrections. Can I show you?
the
Yeah,
boy,
yeah, of course.
the little boy. Okay, Carol.
Okay, let's see.
You're on
Carol's
mute,
painting.
Carol.
You're
Can't hear
mute.
you, Carol.
Okay,
I can
there.
almost read your lips, Carol.
I'm so tech savvy. I'm painting my nephew. I painted over
Do you
a
see it?
painting.
Yeah.
It's
Just a
on
minute,
her
just a
key-
minute
on her
to
phone.
see your painting, Carl. A minute. Are you gonna see
Hey,
Miguel?
Miguel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah,
I
that's
added
good.
Let's
the
see.
shadow on the chin.
You can add even more. You can make here and here a little bit sharp. This difference between the shadow and the light here. Okay, you make it sharp
Right.
with a brush stroke, and then you can blend it a little bit. But the idea
Okay.
is you have to create illusion that this is going down, going like down and up. Okay, it's a bump. I don't know how to explain, but okay. And everything else, I
Right.
think, it's okay. Yeah, the shadow here is better. Yeah.
Maybe darken the shadow on the
No, that's okay.
forehead.
That's okay. That's okay. Soften the edge here. Soften the edge on the jaw. Okay. What is soften a little bit the shadow here in the below the lower lid.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Because that there is a change in value. It's a little bit darker, but have to be a little bit softer.
I see. All right.
A little bit later. A little bit later.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
getting late.
I think everything else okay.
nice.
Thank you.
Okay, Carol,
Yeah.
let me show me your painting.
Carol,
Hell no, but I want to tell you. I want to tell you, my boyfriend is driving his pickup truck all the way from Oregon to be here. He'll be here. I don't know.
Oh.
It takes 12 hours, and I'm very excited. I haven't seen him in a year and a half.
we're going to see
That's
him.
awesome.
Right.
I thought you were going to see him in Oregon.
I was gonna fly, but now I'm afraid of the COVID-D. And so
Oh,
he's vaccinated and so he's gonna drive his truck.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
see, we'll see
Carol.
if he can distract me from my painting, if you know what I mean.
So was this a distraction from showing your painting?
Oh, oh no, listen, I don't mind my paint, okay, you saw what I'm trying to paint. I mainly watched today. Here's my painting, don't puke. I painted over another painting. It's the little boy in the picture, my great nephew.
Yeah.
And, you know, I learned a lot about technique and everything, just watching and seeing you guys' beautiful work. One
Yeah.
of-
Keep
you
coming.
know, one
And
of these
Keep
days,
coming.
you know, this is my little, oh, you can't really see it, but this is my, you know, my little sweet
saw it
angel that I'm painting.
Yeah.
And, you know,
He's
Mhm.
cute. I saw it the first time. It was a good,
yeah,
good look at the first time. But anyway, that's great. Well, you
Yeah.
keep coming and you keep painting. And you're gonna learn like the rest of us.
I learned so much and I enjoy myself so much learning from our masterful teacher and from all of you, really.
Mm,
Oh,
I'm
good.
I just love your work, all of you, and of course our teacher.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Brenda, could
Yep.
you tell me about backgrounds on mine? What should be light, what should be dark? Just look at it maybe.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm doing here is creating contrast between blue and orange. Okay?
So
Every time
blue
that
would
you
be
wanna create
good.
or every time that you want to create contrast, just look
Mhm.
for opposite colors on the color wheel. Okay? And one should be.
Should I lose the pink?
Yeah, it looks
should I
okay.
lose
me
the
too.
purple?
I think the purple is okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that the background, the purple is really good. It's working. It has a good harmony.
I like it.
Yeah.
Should I make a light blue dress?
What color is the dress right now? Is it like an orangey yellow or?
It's kind of, oh, I just kind of smudged that in. That's not
Or-
really.
Okay, because it looked
Yeah,
like a
but-
yellow to me or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
Do you
but the
think
color-
like,
I think
Okay.
like maybe like an orangey, like maybe like a yellow dress with some orange designs on it or something. I
some
don't know.
flowers on it?
Little flowers, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Yeah, there is like a rule in that it's not always something that we follow all the time. There is a rule that we should have always all kind of close to the primary colors on each painting. Okay, I mean,
Mhm.
we don't see that all the time, but it should be at least some yellowish or bluish and reddish color in some proportion. Okay, when you don't have all of them, one of them, it looks like we're missing something. Now, when we paint in a portrait, sometimes we are missing those colors. Okay, and that's why it's kind of a rule, but it's something that doesn't, I mean, nobody follows, but it's a rule. I mean, it's something like somebody's gonna tell you once, okay, there is a rule that we have to have at least a little yellowish, bluish, and reddish. We gotta see those. It's like the same with another rule is always have some grayish area on painting. Why? Because when we see something gray, black and white, something gray, our eyes rest. Okay, that's something that gray
Oh, there
doesn't produce any response, any color response.
So it rests.
Yes,
Yeah.
rest. And there's another rule that we need to have some area of resting where our
Yeah.
eyes just see and nothing happen. But I mean, those rules are just, like I said, you can use it or not. For example, in my painting, I have orange, I have blue, definitely there is some red. If somebody that used the rule says, okay, you're using that. I didn't. Yeah, I just wanted to create contrast between orange and blue. but somebody's gonna see sometimes some rules,
Mhm.
okay? And let's say Nikki, that you're gonna, let's say, add more color.
Mhm.
You have orange, you have a violet. What color you're missing? Maybe blue.
Blue.
Could be a light blue, it could be a grayish blue, could be a darker blue. It could be even a grayish, a little bit bluish, not that much. Okay, that's gonna add more color. Every time that you add more color,
Yep.
all the colors just glow more.
Mhm.
Every time you make one color pure, that's gonna, it's like an invitation, like all the other colors start to glow more,
Mhm.
more and more. Okay? It's like here, I added this blue, I can make it even pure, I can make it this more orangey, and what I'm doing, I'm just adding more color to the whole painting. Okay? And you block this, let's say, we block this area here. We don't have nothing. We don't have. We just have a regular face with a regular color. Yeah. We add this, and it's everything. These colors enhance the skin color. You see, the
Yeah.
skin color is kind of grayish.
Yeah,
That add more color. It's just a natural response to color.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why some painters add little touches of color, pure orange, little tiny touches, just but create a vibration there.
I like
Yeah, I
that.
saw a lot of that
That's a
in
trick.
people's ears.
Don't tell anyone.
I need to put the lights in her hair right there, those little lights.
Yeah, of course. You can if you want to spend more time, yeah. Now I make some changes because I'm not planning to paint more of this painting. And then what I do is just exaggerate the focal point, exaggerate some areas, create more contrast, some part of the paintings, and just leave another part of the paintings without even touching. But when you see the whole painting, the idea is that it works like a whole painting. It looks
Yeah.
okay. You see, it looks okay. It's like a sketch. Yeah, it looks okay. It's just the same effect when you see a drawing that I have seen so many drawings, like amazing drawings. You say, oh my God, this is amazing. But when you analyze, you see that it looks like the half of the drawing is not there. Half of the face doesn't exist. Just one portion in the drawing looks amazing. It's just that. I mean, it's just it's playing with this thing about like edges, sharp edges, soft edges, contrast, more contrast, less contrast, more color, less color. Yeah, all of that. More detail, less detail, and when it's like I always repeat, it's not like that's the way to work. It's just one way to work.
Right.
You can finish up the whole painting from the top to bottom with a lot of details. That's
We have to step back. I forget to step back.
Yeah, like you said, Renzo, it's just like one, that's like, you're talking about one style.
Yeah, exactly. When we
You-
paint
there's
la
so-
prima. Yeah, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna say when we paint la prima, is the idea is to create in some areas some illusion that is
Yeah,
finished.
that's part of Alla Prima is to create that illusion, right?
It's like it's finished. You don't need, it doesn't need more. It's okay.
Right.
There's a balance between finish up some areas and this.
Right.
and
That's
all
part of
that.
the Alla Prima style, I think. Yeah.
Mm. And of course,
It's when you were talking about this, huh?
nothing is absolute, because if you paint a la prima, you spend like 8 hours. Okay, definitely you're gonna paint more details.
Right,
I was
right.
watching a Stephen Bowman
Yeah.
video about 3 days ago. and he
Which
said,
one?
the
one that-
younger one.
In Norway, right?
Yeah, and he said that he spent like 5 hours in a La Prima painting.
Yeah,
5 hours, that's a lot, okay?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, in 5 hours, you can add more details and more details and more details.
Did
Yeah.
you see his Alla Prima demo the other day? I
Hey,
think it was
that's the one that I was speaking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
He said
But
that
he
he
does-
sped up that video like.
Who was that, Money?
So if you go to his channel, you'll find it, but he did like I don't know, a couple of hour demo on an Alla Prima, an Alla Prima painting. But he started off like as if it was almost like a drawing. He painted over his drawing, I think, with the oil paint.
Hmm.
Did he not, Renzo?
No, I don't see the full video, but I see just a portion.
I think he had like a light sketch, you know, and then he went over that with oil paint, and then he kind of blocked in different areas. So it's not exactly how you do it, but it's an interesting approach. But he does take a longer, you know, more time, but that's because he wants to, and he, you know,
What's his name?
Stephen Stephen Bauman is B as in boy, Auman.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I've seen him.
He's a younger, like classical realist painter that studied in Florence, and he's on Patreon, and he's really, really good, but he's very
Steve Beaumont, right? Steve
Yeah.
Beaumont. M-O-N-T, B-E-A-U-M-O-N-T.
no, there's no T, hun. I don't think.
Oh, then
Hang
it's a different painter. I'm thinking of a different painter.
Yeah, hang on, I'll look it up. Make sure.
Renzo, we love you.
Yes,
I love you all too.
I'm a forever student, Renzo. You're stuck.
Right?
No,
You're stuck with us.
thank you, Renzo, so much.
Okay. I
We
think
appreciate.
that's it for today. Somebody wants to show me painting again? Any,
Nothing new.
nothing new? Okay.
Ah, here comes Nikki.
Okay, Nikki.
So I softened a bit.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. You frozen on my screen. Okay, now I see. Yeah, that's better.
Looks good.
Better.
Great.
Better's good.
Yeah, I
Time
saw,
to clean the brushes.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
Thank
When you have a
you, and I'll
contest,
see
who
you,
used the most?
see you tomorrow.
I have,
yes, Carol, 6 o'clock,
Okay.
6 o'clock Central.
I have. lots
Adios.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow, the baby.
Yeah,
Okay. Tomorrow
Okay.
I'm gonna continue painting the baby. Okay, take care, you all.
okay. Thank
See you
you,
tomorrow.
Renzo.
Thank you.
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Gracias,
night.
Renzo.
Good night,
Okay,
Joyce.
gracias. Bye.
Adios.
Adiós.